And you're watching Mets Weekly.
Coming up on Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving, we take a look at how some of the younger Mets are having a major impact at the big league level. Plus, meet one of the Brooklyn Cyclones' rising stars and find out how baseball is in his blood.
I've been around the game a long time, since I was 5 years old. I was running around the clubhouses and meeting all the different dudes on the teams.
We go one-on-one with Mets bench coach Dave Jauss.
I like putting on a uniform and getting on this green grass.
And why has 0 been such an important number to the Mets pitchers? By fans, for fans, it's Mets Weekly. Welcome to Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving. I'm Julie Alexandria. If you're like the majority of Met fans, then you love watching young, homegrown talent make their way into the big leagues. This season has certainly seen its share of Met call-ups making a positive impact. In fact, there were times this season when the entire Mets infield was homegrown, including the pitcher and catcher. All this is definitely a positive sign for both the Mets and their fans.
Ike hits one to deep right field. That ball is out of here! Ike Davis's first Major League home run, and he crushed it!
Since being called up in April, Ike Davis has proven to be not only a power bat in the middle of the lineup, but an outstanding defensive presence at first.
From the moment that he arrived at spring training, you could tell that Ike felt like he belonged on this team. And I think just the fact that Ike has a presence about him, both in the field and at the plate. And he's a tremendous defensive first baseman. I don't think you see that in guys, right away. But he has a great glove at first base, makes everybody else at ease.
He's kind of handled the major leagues like he's been here for 2 or 3 years already. Defensively, he plays a great first base. I mean, offensively, we've seen some, struggles as a young player, but his power, I think you can already say he has the most power in this Mets lineup right now.
His ball just seems to have a little extra explosion at the end when he hits it.
So true.
Tejada has himself his first big league hit.
Since notching his first career hit earlier this season at the tender age of 20 years old, Ruben Tejada has provided the Mets with speed and solid defense up the middle.
I think that he has been so good defensively, so slick, so quick to the ball. And think about it, he's a natural shortstop. And he's not used to turning into the double play like when you're a second baseman, but he does it fearlessly, and he's gotten drilled a couple times. So I think his instincts at second base for a guy that hasn't played there that much are terrific.
Josh Thole wasn't expected to be in the mix for catching duty at the start of the 2010 season, but injuries to Rod Barajas and Henry Blanco changed that. The 23-year-old Thole has become R.A. Dickey's personal catcher and continues to improve his game calling and defense.
I've watched Josh develop in a short amount of time, and he's come a long way. He's come a long way as a defensive guy behind the plate. He could always hit, but I think he can hit for some pop as well, too. Very confident at the plate, knows what he has to do, and has an idea and a plan when he goes up there to the plate as well. But he's come leaps and bounds to me behind the plate.
Over his first 46 games as a major leaguer, Thole boasted an impressive .322 batting average. On the pitching front, 23-year-old Jonathan Neese has become one of the Mets' more dependable starters, throwing at least 7 innings in 8 of his first 20 starts this season.
I mean, I think when you look at Neese, the thing that impresses you the most is that he's gone, multiple times, I think it's 6 times now, 7 innings of 1 run or less. That's big. I mean, to go deep into a game and allow, a run or less, and he's been in command. There's been so many games he's been in control. I love the fact that he's throwing his curveball, a lot more now. He kind of got away from it there. I think Jonathan Neese has the potential to be, just terrific.
Is he a number 1, whatever? I don't know. I never get involved in that. He's young, he's strong, he's big, and he's healthy. He's got a solid arm. I think he's one of your top 4 pitchers in the rotation coming up. I think he's grown a lot, and I think he's somebody you can count on.
Still to come on Mets Weekly, presented by FlatRate Moving. We go one-on-one with Mets first-year bench coach Dave Jauss.
As long as I have a uniform on and I can give that paycheck to my wife every 2 weeks, it doesn't matter what position I have.
And we head out to Brooklyn to visit one of the Cyclones' bright young stars.